Hey, what's up, everybody? This is Charles Advancement. And welcome you guys to another episode of the DREAMERSPRO show. We cover everything from sports, hot topics, classic debates, entertainment. We'll give you guys a fresh perspective on things and how we see them. So let's get into this topic here. LeBron fans are losing their minds. They are losing their minds because they cannot handle the amount of embarrassment that LeBron is going through. Regardless of all of the spin that people at ESPN and all of these various networks are doing, we all know the truth. And the truth is, no teams are really reaching out to LeBron. When you have Rich Paul, his agent, bringing out a whiteboard and essentially describing different scenarios for where LeBron James could potentially land, and talking about LeBron's enterprise value and how if I'm Jalen Brunson, I'm calling LeBron James. Like, it's embarrassing at this point because they're essentially begging. They're going on TV doing segments talking about destinations, about like Dallas and where these teams have made they've made no requests for LeBron whatsoever. And you know what? I want to say this quickly because I was thinking about it yesterday. You remember when Russell Westbrook, before he left the Lakers, how people like Dave McMenamin were calling him a locker room vampire and all of that stuff? And then the Clippers signed him. And it was like, wow, we love his personality and his leadership. Then he goes to Denver, and Nikola Jokic was actually requesting him. And everybody's saying they love Russell Westbrook. Why aren't there any NBA stars publicly requesting LeBron James? Where are these stars that are publicly recruiting LeBron James? Where are they? Where are they? For all of this value, why aren't teams knocking on his door to offer him a max contract? What team is going to offer him a max contract? There are no teams. This is what they don't want to tell you. Where are these teams that are offering max money? Where are the teams? Name the teams. There are no teams. There is no market. But that's what they're trying to have people believe. But one person that called it out that's making a lot of waves was Ric Bucher. And we did a show about it this weekend. For those of you who don't remember, take a listen to what Ric Bucher had to say about this story that LeBron left the Lakers, when in reality, the Lakers dumped him a long time ago. Take a listen to Ric Bucher here.
All right, before I go, I do want to touch on the LeBron James situation because I've been wondering how this was going to play out ever since the Lakers acquired Luka Doncic and it became clear that they were ready to move on without LeBron unless he was willing to swallow a huge slice of humble pie along with a massive pay cut to stay in a Lakers uniform. How does someone who has had the incredible career that LeBron has had make an exit that befits who he has been all these years? Graceful exits, after all, have not been his thing. I had to smile when it was reported that LeBron had informed the Lakers he didn't intend to play for them next year, as if the Lakers weren't already planning for that to be the case. But kudos to the Lakers for allowing LeBron to present it that way and preserve some dignity on the way out. The Rich Paul propaganda about contacting every team in the league to determine the interest in LeBron is just window dressing. If teams were interested, he wouldn't have to reach out to them. It's a sign that LeBron and Rich are struggling with the new reality, which is that LeBron simply isn't valued the way he once was. He does not have the leverage he once did, which is not an indictment. No one is going to invest in a player who is turning 42 years old next season and comes with all the outsized attention and servicing that LeBron does. The only place that makes any sense is for him to return to Cleveland, where it all began. I can see the Cavaliers entertaining that because A, they have a very good team, but LeBron's playmaking and experience could give them a boost. And B, there isn't a player or personality currently there that is bigger than him. If he goes to Golden State, he is joining Steph Curry's team. And while it wouldn't be exactly like Kevin Durant joining the Warriors because they are no longer a championship caliber team, it would have the same aroma. We can argue all day long about who the bigger star is. Not the better player, but the bigger star. But we can't argue about the hierarchy. In the Bay Area, Steph was always bigger than KD no matter what he did, and the same would be true with LeBron. I seriously doubt LeBron wants to live that reality. If he did, he would have been more amenable to staying in LA. I also have no doubt that Pat Riley would entertain bringing LeBron back if he thought it would give the Miami Heat a better chance of winning. But this isn't LeBron going to join Chris Bosh and one of his best friends, Dwayne Wade, at the height of his power. This is joining Bam Adebayo and Giannis Antetokounmpo, two relative strangers, two guys who don't feel any particular allegiance to LeBron, two guys who are the true core of what the Heat are trying to build. LeBron would be an add-on, a complementary piece. Giannis has even thrown some shade LeBron's way by saying he's never been interested in joining a super team, that doing so is the easy way to chase a title. All of which is why going back to Cleveland makes the most sense, to find some semblance of a swan song that is worthy of LeBron's career. Thomas Wolfe wrote a famous book titled You Can't Go Home Again, which is about how returning to where we started can never be the same, because over time we change as people and the place we're from changes as well. All of which is true about LeBron and Cleveland, or the Cavs. But LeBron has broken so many precedents, maybe, just maybe, he can pull this off too.
Fantastic. So you heard what Ric Bucher had to say. Well, one of LeBron's friends, and we did a live about him, decided to go after Ric Bucher directly by calling him a clown and all of this. And I'm like, yeah, these guys are definitely in their feelings. But before we even get into his comments, today's video is brought to you by our sponsor, Prize Picks. It's a scorching sports summer, and you can make all your picks on Prize Picks. Women's basketball and baseball are heating up, and with big tennis slams and major golf tournaments on the horizon, you can make your picks for all these events and more all summer long on Prize Picks, America's #1 sports pick app. I think I'm going to get into soccer this summer with Prize Picks. They're offering everything from group stage winners to goals scored, and I'm excited to watch the big stars from countries like Argentina, Brazil, France, and the US and win money while doing it. What's cool is that I can stack game winners from soccer, NBA, women's basketball, and baseball on top of my player picks for even bigger payouts. And Prize Picks is available in all 50 states, including California, Texas, Georgia, and Florida. The entire summer of soccer is on Prize Picks, all 48 countries and every matchup. And if you rep your side during the tournament on Prize Picks, you could win a trip to the final in New York. It's the biggest tournament ever, which means there's even more opportunities to cash in while you root for your favorite national sides and global soccer stars. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Download the app today and use code CLNS to get $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. Prize Picks, a preferred partner of the NBA. All right, so let me show you what this gentleman said. His account is 73-9, and they lied. Let me see if I can show you his full page. He's the head of content and ghostwriter for ESPN and most of your favorite sports networks. Legend before Twitter, at Fox Sports Radio, co-host of Straight to the League. I think it's a podcast, right? So let me show you what he said. He posted this yesterday. It said, "This clown been hating on LeBron his entire career. We know what you really are, Ricky. Find a new shtick, bum Bucher." So I'm just trying to figure this out. If he is a hater, what is Nick Wright? What's Kendrick Perkins? What are you? What's Shannon Sharp? What's all of these other twerking ass people that sit up there and twerk it up all over the table and pour honey all over each other's asses? Huh? You guys be bumping into each other in the hallway, and honey sparks is sparkling all over the place, knocking over people, knocking over kids, just shaking it up. Every time you guys walk in the room, honey starts pouring on the floor. You guys can't even dap each other up, because if you do, it'll end up being a sticky situation. But you talking, I'm confused. All the LeBron media did was hate on everybody favorite players. Dog. That's all they did. What you crying for? All y'all is a bunch of hating ass. That's all y'all is, man. Starting from the top to the bottom. Starting from y'all king all the way down. All y'all is a bunch of haters. You pull up the videos of Michael Jordan's agent trashing other NBA. Pull up the videos, my pull them up. Since you want to be on Twitter crying. Where are these videos? Where are the podcasts of Michael Jordan's agent taking shots at other? Where are these podcasts at? Where's the videos of Michael Jordan's agent talking about, well, you know, Michael Jordan was raised in a father and home with a father and son and mother, and Kobe Bryant. Like, what are you, y'all gotta miss me. Y'all need to get out the way, bro. All y'all do is everybody's favorite players and then want to act like the victim. Where was all of this when the LeBron James hate machine was destroying Russell Westbrook's market value? Where was all of this at? But now you want to go after Ric Bucher because somebody that has some cachet said something that didn't go along with y'all lies, and now all of a sudden he public enemy number one. Y'all can go kick rocks. And I said it. I said it. Y'all can go kick rocks. Y'all gonna have to deal with it. Y'all in no position to be complaining about who hating. As you know what Ric Bucher is, we know what y'all are as well. Why don't Nick Wright go give back all of those millions of dollars he made hating on Michael Jordan? Nick Wright's most viral video on YouTube is of him hating on Michael Jordan and saying some stupid. So how about that? Since y'all want to go at Ric Bucher, I'm coming at y'all. They be LeBron fans always trying to act like they victims when all y'all do is hate on everybody else. You didn't sing LeBron fan make fun of players from the past. And y'all ain't got nothing to say. But now all of a sudden we know what you are. And we know what y'all are too.